Hey everyone, this is Lacey. I'm going to review the best medical spa software that you can find today, all of which are HIPAA compliant and have some unique features. So today I'm going to compare Phorest, Aesthetics Pro, Mangomint, Boulevard, and Vagaro. So I'm going to start with one pain point that many medical spas have, and that's having a loyalty program. So obviously one way to generate better customer relationships and maintain increased revenue is to build those types of loyalty programs. Now, this is one area where Mangomint lets you add client packages, but you can't add loyalty programs. So if that is one of the issues that you are worried about, Mangomint does have a workaround, and that is adding client packages. So you might not be able to offer things like a free hydrofacial every month, but you can provide your clients with things like monthly discounts and rewards that offer similar savings and help you boost your revenue. Now, Mangomint and Boulevard have a similar layout for this, but Boulevard lets you offer membership plans and packages. So you can set up packages, you can set up membership plans like massages that are offered at a discount if they purchase them in advance, maybe a bundle, or purchasing a membership that gives them one free massage for every 2 facials that are booked. You have a similar option here with Vagaro in terms of packages and memberships, so you can create things that incentivize your customers to come back, and you can create memberships that you sell in-house directly to your customers and things that you promote online or from your website. So that's one aspect that I really like about Vagaro in terms of loyalty programs, is the availability to boost all of those with different locations. And that helps you not only incentivize customers to purchase more and participate more in the services that your med spa has to offer, but it's a nice way to promote the channel through which your customers are most comfortable. So you do have similar things here when it comes to client management with Aesthetics Pro, as well as with Phorest. With Phorest, you get a lot of features when it comes to managing your customers, and that includes loyalty programs and referrals. So you can also encourage that type of increased revenue by utilizing their referral program. In addition to these referrals, you can also track all of that data, which I really like. So on that note, one of the features that really stands out for me with Phorest is the ability to track things like free face mapping here and markups for services that you might provide, as well as before and after photos. So this is something I really like because it will absolutely encourage that better client relationship. If you are trying to show clients how their treatment has progressed visibly, this is a great way for them to keep that information on hand, because it can be very difficult when it comes to certain medical services offered at a med spa to see those results right away, because they do tend to happen in phases or stages depending on the length of the treatment. So I really like that you have this before and after service here. Another thing I really like about Phorest is the online consultation. So this is a video consultation feature that they offer. This is a wonderful opportunity to encourage the upselling of any memberships or loyalty programs you have, and make it a lot easier for staff members and customers alike to have a good feel for what should be expected or what should be created during the next appointment. So these video consultations can provide a reliable and easy revenue stream for your med spa, but they also help customers to feel like their issue is really pinpointed, or the thing that they want to improve is well understood by the people with whom they work. And from there, obviously, they can purchase products from your website if that's what they need to do in order to help improve their care, or they can schedule this as a service before they visit the spa. And that's a great way to set expectations and make sure that they understand what it is they're going to receive in terms of the services, how long it might take to recover from certain services, and have all those key questions answered, especially for things like facials or body wraps or services of that nature. Now, Aesthetics Pro has a very similar feature here. So one of their features for client management is the same sort of telemedicine option. So this lets you provide HIPAA compliant consultations, and it's a great way to improve your client satisfaction. You can also prescribe medications that might be associated with a service they have received or a service that they want. And then you have the option of the same type of comparison photos for treatments before and after. And that helps show clients how their services have progressed. Now, these are features that you're going to get with Phorest and with Aesthetics Pro, but you're not going to find with Mangomint, Boulevard, or Vagaro. So if that is the thing that you are most concerned about, is being able to offer those types of virtual consultations and keep track of those before and after photos as part of your software, you're going to have to narrow it down to Aesthetics Pro or Phorest in terms of what they offer. Now, when it comes to marketing your medical spa, one of the things I like best about Boulevard is that you don't have any hidden fees. So when you're marketing, all of the tools that you have are going to be here in the same place. They're going to cost the same amount of money, no matter how much you set them up. I really like options they have, such as the rescue lost clients option. So this lets you rescue clients who haven't been around in a while. You can schedule reminders to your customers to book their next appointment. You can also send out campaigns that have promotions for last minute options, or for any promos that you are doing seasonally. Now, Vagaro has a very similar layout to Boulevard in terms of the marketing options they have. But one of the things I like about their marketing dashboard is you have a lot more integration for adding the Book Now widgets on your website, on social media channels, and you have the option to increase revenue through these daily deals. Now, this may or may not be something that your med spa is interested in, but the front-facing platform for Vagaro looks like this. And this is the customer-facing platform where they can search for the type of service they want based on location. Now, if you want to offer things like body enhancement services, cryo freezing things that help burn away fat, other skincare services, brow services, and you have openings one particular day of the week, you can offer daily deals. Things like you see here, where there's a quick 30% off people who book today only, or 20% off specific services that are booked this weekend. So those daily deals can be a great way to increase revenue and bookings when things are slow. What I like most, though, is that when you create campaigns here for your med spa, they have this fun little feature where if I'm creating a campaign, I can use AI enhancement. So I'm going to do chemical peels 20% off. Now, if I want to enhance that, I can change it based on the tone I want. Let's say the overall idea I know is that my campaign is going to offer 20% off this weekend for anyone who books chemical peels now through the end of the month. But I want it to be gentle and caring because it's something geared more toward working mothers. So now it's going to give me this unlock your glow. Maybe I want it to be more casual. And that comes getting 20% off. That's very casual. Inspirational or trendy. Let's see what trendy looks like. Glow peels, 20% off just for you. So that uses trendier verbiage than what I did, but it gets the same point across. If I want to go with professional, same idea. So I really like that I can change the way this looks. I can change the way it feels based on my audience. And then I can choose to regenerate it. I can choose to use it. So that's one of the things I really like. I also like that you can schedule when these campaigns will go out. That's so great when you have the time, let's say, 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. when things are a little slow, or when you're done for the day and you have a sudden idea for the promo you want for this upcoming week. You can create that report, but you don't want it sent out at 11 p.m. Nor do you necessarily want it sent out at 11 a.m. on a Sunday morning. So instead, you can choose to schedule it when you see fit. If you're not done, you can save this campaign for later and come back to it. Now, Mangomint has a very similar setup, when it comes to their ability to market. It's set up here with flows, offers, and campaigns. So if I'm picking an offer, I can create something and it's going to let me filter that offer or campaign based on when and where it can be used, as well as how it gets applied. So that's something I like for med spas too, whether it gets applied automatically within the parameters of the time frame, let's say now through the end of the month, or whether they need a code. This is great for me because it allows your business to really track the efficacy of your individual marketing campaigns. It lets your med spa see whether certain social media channels are generating more revenue or more appointments based on these promo codes, or whether people are seeing things like simple campaigns on a sign that you have outside your business and coming in to have a promo applied manually during their checkout. So those are three of the things I really like. And cost-wise, Mangomint and Boulevard are very similar, but Boulevard has more to offer and it's all in one place. Vagaro is very cheap upfront. You're only going to pay around $30 to start and then $10 extra per employee from there onward until you reach the $90 cap. So at face value, this seems like a cheaper option, but that $90 cap has a lot of a la carte fees. And that's one thing that people don't like is the hidden fees that you can't necessarily budget for. So at the end of each month, you might suddenly have a lot of extra fees for things like email campaigns or text blasts. Aesthetics Pro is very similar to Boulevard in that everything is in one place. You're not going to have extra costs. You're not going to have hidden add-on fees for later. In terms of Phorest, you have different pricing options, and that's based on the size of your med spa. So if you have a few employees, you might pay less than $100 per month. Their large scale operation costs around $250 per month. And with both of those, you get the same options for generating forms, for marketing, for keeping your loyalty programs. But there are some limitations based on the size of your company. And those limitations, of course, come with extra fees. So if having additional fees or a la carte options is something that appeals to you because it helps you control that budget, then Vagaro or Phorest are great options. But if you prefer something that doesn't have hidden fees and you know exactly what to expect and what to budget for, I would consider Boulevard or Mangomint. So out of all of these, I really like the way Aesthetics Pro has the forms that you can generate, the before and after pictures that you can provide, as well as the telemedicine. So if that's something that really appeals to you, I would consider Aesthetics Pro. If you really like having that frontward or client-facing marketing platform where you can encourage better last-minute bookings, Vagaro is going to be a great option. But hands down, my favorite option is definitely a tie between Aesthetics Pro and Boulevard. They both have very similar offerings in terms of managing the software and in terms of what they offer. And you don't have a lot of hidden fees here.